Hello everyone, welcome to today's writing lesson. Before we can start, can you show me the 4 rules of good listening? Good listening is sitting still. Are you all sitting still? Good listening is staying quiet. Good listening is looking at the person who's talking. And finally, good listening is listening to all of the words. Can you hear that superhero music? That's because today we are going to be learning all about what makes a super sentence. So keep watching. Firstly, what is a sentence? If you think that you know the answer, you can whisper it to the person next to you. A sentence is simply a group of words that are put together, and when you read them, they make sense. I've put an example on the board, but can you help me to read it? You'll need your robot arms. Brilliant. The first word looks like a tricky word. T-H-E spells the. Well done. The. Moon. Is big. Big. The moon is big. How many words have I got in my sentence? The moon is big. Press pause on the video and have a go at counting them. Shall we have a go at counting them together? 1, the. 2, moon. 3, is. And 4, big. We have 4 words in my sentence. Now I have 4 super sentence rules that I need to teach you so that you can all write super sentences. Are you ready to hear them? Great. Switch your ears on. Now my first super sentence rule is a clappity capital. Can you show me a clappity capital? Clappity capitals always go at the beginning of a sentence. Can you see mine? I've highlighted it in yellow. Clappity capitals are capital letters. We never use lowercase letters at the beginning of the sentence, only capitals. Clappity capitals go at the beginning of sentences. Are you ready to hear my rule number 2 for a super sentence? Rule number 2. In a sentence, letters always sit beautifully on the line. They don't fly high in the sky. They don't go down under the ground. They're not wibbly wobbly. They simply sit beautifully on the line. Can you point to my line? I've highlighted it in yellow. Can you see how all the letters are sitting beautifully on the line? Are you ready to hear my super sentence rule number 3? My super sentence rule number 3 is finger spaces. Can you show me finger spaces? Great. Finger spaces help me to see each word so that I can read them. In this sentence, I have 1, 2, 3 finger spaces. If I had no finger spaces in my sentence would look a bit like this. Just lots of sounds next to each other, and I can no longer see the words. And the sentence would sound a bit like this, the blah 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 blah, because it's just a load of sounds together and no words. So it's really important that I have all of my finger spaces separating each word. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 words in my sentence. Are you ready to hear my final super sentence rule? Super sentences always have a full stop at the end. Can you show me a full stop? Full stop. A full stop at the end of a sentence shows the reader that I have finished writing my sentence. Those were my 4 super sentence rules. Here's a challenge. Can you remember any of the 4 rules that I need to write a super sentence? Press pause on the video for some thinking time. Super sentence rule number 1 is a clappity capital. Can you show me a clappity capital? Clappity capital. Where do clappity capitals go? They always go at the beginning of a sentence. Super sentence rule number 2 is letters always sit beautifully on the line. Super sentence rule number 3 is finger spaces. Finger spaces go between each word. And our last super sentence rule is a full stop. Where does the full stop go in a sentence? That's right, it goes at the end. Can you see it? A full stop shows that we have finished writing our sentence. Now that you all know what makes a super sentence, your challenge at home is to make your very own super sentence cards. One will need a clappity capital. One will need letters sitting beautifully on the line. The other will need a finger to remind you to put finger spaces. And one will need a full stop. You can use these cards to help you next time you practice writing sentences. I have had a go at making my own. I've got my clappity capital. I have got my finger space. I have got letters sitting beautifully on the line. And finally, my full stop. Once you've finished creating your cards, please take a photo and send it to me. I love to see your work. Have fun and I will see you soon.